breaking the ice.
All right, hello. I am one of your co-hosts, Infamous, and I'm going to get straight into it. My breaking the ice subject. Breath of the Wild is not special. Breath of the Wild did not change or do anything special. It was a new Zelda concept. It was an interesting change. But there were many open world games before Breath of the Wild. There were many games that had physics, gameplay incorporated into it. There are many games that had weapon durability in them before Breath of the Wild. So I do not understand why every time a new open world-ish game comes out or anything of the sort, people say, oh, Breath of the Wild, they clearly had influence Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild towers to climb to open the map. The last time I checked, that came from Ubisoft. I would love to know why everyone thinks Breath of the Wild is so special when it is not.
So I
Hand
just want to give, not to cut you off, but to cut you off. I just want to give the listeners and the viewers a disclaimer. My cousin has been feeling like this strongly for 5+ years, ever since Breath of the Wild came out. He has taken this lone stance by himself on this hill, and no one
on this
else talks about it.
It's lonely. I don't understand how it won Game of the Year. I don't understand why everyone just grovels at the feet of Nintendo when AKA something new comes out. Don't get me wrong. I put over 100+ hours in Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild. Like I said,
Yeah.
it was something new and different
Mm-hmm.
for a Zelda. But if you want to get to brass tacks, my boy, it is nothing new or innovative in that game industry wide.
That don't even go with Nintendo, like pushing the envelope with Nintendo is not ever said in the same breath.
They used to say people don't want to play games online, and then when online got huge, they were just sitting there just
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we'll think about it. And this came from, now, I understand, Breath of the Wild is an old game. This is a bit of an old topic, but like I said, hey, this is the conversation starter. And I'm not going to lie, this is one of the reasons why I am infamous due to my controversial thoughts, etc. Pardon me, I am suffering a little bit of a cold right now, so my voice is a little
Nah,
But
tell the people the truth. You trying to put your Batman voice on. He
but
think he's
but
Bane,
please,
but whatever.
but please, bear with me. We come at a point where and remasters are on an all-time high, and
Yeah.
everyone asks for something new, a new IP, something fresh. And Horizon Zero Dawn came out the same year as Breath of the Wild. They gave
Mm-hmm.
you people have asked for a new IP, something different. Open world games are a dime a dozen. Just really made everybody feel, hey, if it ain't open world, you ain't gonna buy it. But Breath of the Wild is nothing new. You have people at IGN, the game of, oh, they're
Oh,
the best
they
game
wildin'.
created.
They
It's,
wildin'.
it's it's my number one for the top 10 games of all time. And I'm just
Nah,
like, my God, are
hell
you
no. They
serious?
wildin'.
Are you serious? Breath of the Wild, not Grand Theft Auto 3, not San Andreas that lets you beat people with a dildo before Saints Row, did it better. Not Twisted Metal, not any of these groundbreaking, truly achieving games. But you go Breath of the Wild,
So let
and I
me
just don't
let
understand it.
let me ask you this. So Breath of the Wild did get all these, I feel like, undeserved accolades. I share your opinion that, but do you feel like it got all these accolades just because the bar is just set so low for Nintendo?
Okay. Now you know what? That is a good
Like
point.
the fans don't demand like all this, new stuff, innovation. Like Nintendo is forever awarded giving its customers the same thing, just packaged in a different. So the bar is
And
just set so low.
you are absolutely correct. I'm gonna touch more on what Nintendo does, nor Microsoft could ever get away with. The Wii sold 100 million plus with no HD, barely any
Yeah.
online. Games were very even it's Nintendo did not further put into it to, make them bigger and better. They stick to their tried and true. Mario,
Mm-hmm.
Zelda. So hearing you say, the bar is so low, that could be it. Nintendo fans are sadly very easily to impress. Like a 20-year-old girl. You take her to Red Lobster and buy some nice shoes. We're eating good over here. I have always felt Nintendo gets away with the bare minimum. And when they choose to just not even step their whole foot, just dip their toe into the pool of modernization or catching up with the times, everyone is just like, oh my God, it's amazing. They saved us. They saved us. And that's another point. I feel Nintendo rides a high that no one, at least all our opinions, that no one truly cares about. Everyone boasts, oh well, Nintendo saved the video game industry. I
I
don't care.
if the who's saying that in 2025? They need to have several seats. Like,
Well, like I
boy,
said, Nintendo fan. That any argument you pose to a Nintendo fan, no matter what the topic, somewhere in turn, well, gaming will be where it is if Nintendo didn't step in and save it.
no, not when
I just don't.
not when they
That
charging
that
like
that that.
$80 for a game that we've played multiple times over the 3 decades. No.
There are many subjects, many topics I could get on Nintendo. But matter of fact, I'm going to paint the audience a clear picture of how I see. Nintendo is that guy in high school, not the star quarterback, not the best wide receiver. He was that guy that caught the ball on the last game of
And
the
state
season
champion.
and they won state champion. And he forever tells that story of how if it wasn't for him catching that ball, they would have lost. And 20 years later, they have made him a coach. They have built this imagery of, like, hey, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be. And it's like no one cares at this point. Maybe in
Yeah.
1995, when there weren't as many players, as many shakers in the industry. In 2025, I do not care.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And once again, we are your hosts, Trice and Infamous.